It's your responsibility. Expect this to be a great day. You know, often our coaches and our guides and our mentors remind us that we should constantly try to think out of the box. Think out of the box. And what they normally mean by that is look at things a little bit different. Look at things with a different perspective. Well, let me give you a little exercise that I think hammer the importance of that idea home. This is the proverbial box. And an interesting phenomenon happens if you stare at this box long enough. Hopefully you can see it well on the video, but if you stare at this box long enough, it will literally change perspective right before your eyes. What is now the front of the box will flip and become the back of the box. And if you continue to keep staring at the box, it will continue to keep changing perspective over and over and over again. What is the front will become the back. What is the back will become the front. It will never stop. See, part of how our brain works is to constantly make sense of what it is taking in this case, the visual image it is taking in. And it will constantly try to redefine what it's looking at, try to make sense of it. But the interesting part of this analogy, the thing that I find most intriguing, is that our brain will look at this and go back and forth on what's the front of the box, when in fact there is no box. These are just intersecting lines on a one-dimensional plane. There is no box. There is nothing of any depth here. But yet our brain will go back and forth on what is the front or what is the back of the box that does not exist. How many of your perceived limitations are the box that doesn't really exist? How many of the perceived challenges in your business, in your relationships, are simply, you arguing that there's the front of the box and somebody else is arguing that it's the back of the box, when in fact, well, you're getting the analogy, I'm sure. It is very good advice to get out of the box. It's very good advice to realize that often what we accept to be the reality of a situation, if you look at it from a different perspective, or if you suspend your belief that something has to only work a certain way, if you could just suspend that belief for just a little bit, then perhaps you might realize that there might be something else to what you are looking at. Think out of the box. Get out of the box. Live out of the box. That's probably pretty good advice. Just remember though, that is our nature. It is our nature to see the box and then to argue our point about what we see that box to be. Food for thought as you expect a great day.